Hi friends, Stacy here. Stacy's tidbit of the day. I'm lucky enough to have my Tibetan bowl with me here today, so I'm gonna set the tone for our little chat, just because I like it. So I've been talking a lot lately on my social media about, and there's some on my YouTube channel, thanks for joining me, I've been talking a lot about breath work in these tumultuous, uncertain times. It is just vital. There's so many wonderful breath patterns. So 2 things today. I wanted to also talk about one of my other loves, which is essential oils. I don't subscribe to any particular brand. So, you do your research. You want to also make sure you're using oils properly. A lot of them, you need to have a carrier oil, but check into that for sure. But I want to talk about frankincense. Frankincense is an awesome oil. This is a brand called Floricopia that I do love, but again, I use several different brands. So you check out what serves you best. Frankincense is an awesome essential oil, and there's different types of frankincense. It almost has a woodsy, spicy scent to it. And this is a great one. There's so many things, but for example, if you're having some congestion, right, you can put it in a diffuser. You can take a couple of sniffs of it. It's kind of nice. It also is a good one to smell if you are having anxiety or feeling tense, right? So those are just a smidge of the things that frankincense is great for. I use a diffuser. I use my diffuser often, so that's a great thing to have in your home. I'm sure a lot of you already have one. So I would definitely check into frankincense. And then I wanted today to talk about this breath pattern, basically 2 to 1. So this breath pattern being the exhale longer than the inhale, which will touch on our vagus nerve. All of these breath patterns I talk about are great to calm, or the ones I've been talking about lately, to calm us down, to reduce stress. But this is another one that is really, if you're super anxious, super in the heightened state of it all, to check in with and to try to make your exhale longer than your inhale. We're going to start with a 2 count inhale, 4 count exhale. We'll take a couple clearing breaths to get into it. I'll lead you through it. I'll do it myself. Then we might expand the numbers. We'll see how we feel. Give it a try. Let me know your thoughts. All right. Another thing, actually, before we get into it, I want to talk about what happens with your diaphragm. When you inhale, the diaphragm actually kind of balloons, let's say, down and out. So I want you to fill up your ribs, your abdomen in all directions, right? So that's what actually happens. The diaphragm, when you inhale, actually goes kind of comes out of the rib cage and goes down and expands. So picture a parachute. And then as you exhale, it naturally draws back up in and almost folds in on itself, kind of back up into the ribs. So maybe picture that visual as well, because you want to really feel that expansion on your inhale. And we're going to take a longer exhale. So you want to feel, without bearing down, without like drawing your abs in super tight like you're doing a workout, you're going to just draw the navel in a little bit more, right? All right, so let's take one clearing inhale and exhale together. And I want you to try to exhale through the mouth, but again, if you prefer through the nose, that is fine too. Okay, here we go. Take an inhale through nose. One long exhale through mouth. And let's begin. You can shut down the eyes if you want or not and watch me. I'm going to talk you through it. Feel the ribs expand in the belly. Inhale, 2. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to now demonstrate. One long inhale, one long exhale. It's very nice to experiment with these with a tall spine, but you could do this laying down as well. So now let's expand that breath. Let's try 4 count inhale and a 6 count exhale. And if that doesn't work for you, if you feel stressed by that, just go back to the 4 count, or the 2 and the 4. Here we go. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale through mouth, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I'm going to demonstrate. Inhale, blink open your eyes if they were shut, and exhale out the breath. Begin to notice when you're doing your breath patterns or your breathing work, your breath work, if shoulders tend to lift, right, when you inhale. I know sometimes that still happens to me as well. So sometimes it's readjusting our habits, creating better new habits. We want to think of that expansion, the diaphragm's expanding out when we inhale as fully as we can. And then that exhale, it goes back in, right? And the navel draws in the spine. So try and experiment with that breath pattern. You could really make it any count you want, but it might be simplified and simple to do a 2 count inhale, a 4 count exhale, or it could be a 4 count inhale, a 6 count exhale. So begin playing with a longer exhale. Again, especially if you are in a state of feeling very anxious, very uptight, and all of this will help to relax the heartbeat, relax the blood pressure, and maybe try throwing in some frankincense. You know, you could take a couple of whiffs, put it in your diffuser, and I'd say you could put it on pulse points. You want to mix with a carrier oil. Check into that first, make sure it doesn't affect any other things, or if you have sensitive skin, don't put it directly on your skin. If you have any questions, let me know, and I'll keep sharing tidbits of the things that I love with you. So breathe on, my friends. Have a great day. I'm sending you much light, love, and health.